Hey there, everyone. What is going on? As always, I'm Bobathan, and we got Zach here, which will be the staple of every Sunday for our podcast. What we went with two big boys, one thick podcast. That's the
You had to
name we're
read that, eh? You
That's
didn't remember?
no, I was looking at Twitter. I was just a little thought process.
Oh, true.
So that's the name we're sticking with. I mean, I liked it when Zach and I were talking about it beforehand. That was the one I liked the most. But it's a new week. It's been a long week. There was a lot of stuff that happened this week. I have it all written down. One of the biggest, which we'll talk about later, but it happened right after we finished recording, was Patrick Mahomes signed the richest contract in sports history.
Nuts.
Which we'll talk about later. But that happened almost immediately after we finished filming, which we could have talked about but didn't. You had Woj banned for telling a senator to fuck off or fuck you. What was it? He was suspended and then had to release an apology, which was bullshit if you read it. It was basically, I fucked up. Who cares?
I didn't even read it. No,
yeah. It was, and now on Twitter it's just hashtag free Woj, which is hilarious because 2 weeks ago Twitter hated Woj. So, but he's a good source of content. He always breaks the news first, so that's good. To start though, how was your week, Zach? What did you do this week?
Absolutely nothing. All I did all week was play video games, work out once a day, and that's it.
What video games are you playing, Zach?
FIFA.
So I'm pretty sure last week I mentioned that Zach retired from FIFA. Zach has now retired twice from FIFA.
To be fair, this time I hadn't played for like a month.
So the first time he went right back because he's like, oh shit, these cool packs are out. I want it.
Yeah, it was the team of the season pack.
So the first time
I was just mad about the first one.
The first time he retired, I got like 15 text messages. I was sitting here playing COD and my phone just blew up. And it's like, I fucking hate FIFA. I'm done with this game. I'm retiring. 2 days later, he's out of retirement. The very next day, I'm retired. Fuck this game. Blah, 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 blah.
Because I have the worst pack luck in the world.
And then we went a month, roughly. And then I get a text from Zach, Tanner, I fucked up. I re-downloaded FIFA. And I'm like, okay. And then he's like, I'm just going to play now, though. I'm not going to play FUT. And then
but the competition was so bad.
Within the hour, I'm playing FUT again.
Yeah.
So
they actually have a lot of content out right now, which is like what EA does with FIFA. They'll put all the good content out at the end of the game so that people will be hyped for FIFA 21. Then FIFA 21 will drop, and then you'll play it for a bit, and then they'll patch it with something that's terrible. And then
wait, did you go get a haircut?
Like maybe a month ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Well, that was sooner. I guess. But that's all you did this week? Play FIFA, work out, hang out with Ellie.
Legit, yeah.
No new shows, right? You started Fairy Tail.
Started Fairy Tail, yeah.
Is it still boring?
It's like, I don't know. It's like entertainment. That's all it is. It's kind of funny.
I mean, so before we get into everything we have planned, I finished both The Last of Us 2 and Hunter x Hunter in the same day, and I've never been more disappointed going to bed in my life.
And Hunter x Hunter's ending?
In both.
Oh, yeah.
So The Last of Us 2 spent 20 hours building a game for absolutely nothing to happen in the end. Nothing happens in the end. It should have ended 5 hours earlier with a different ending. You literally play 5 hours of gameplay for nothing. Nothing happens. No one dies, nothing. It was just... And there's most likely not going to be a third because there's no story left. So...
Big yikes.
And then I go to fucking Hunter x Hunter, and everything I was told about the ending of the show never happened. I was pissed.
Maybe you're missing a season. Who knows?
No, there's only one season. Killua stayed good. Everyone said he was going to turn bad and murder everyone.
Spoilers.
No, there is no spoilers. It doesn't happen.
I'm not going to watch anyways.
Such a good show, though. It was very good up until I was very disappointed with the end. And
It's very far down my list. I still have to watch so many.
and the funny thing was, Brendan had messaged me because I said I was watching, and I was at the third arc in the show. Oh, and he's like, "Get ready for like the best arc in the show," and even Brandon said it's one of the best arcs in the show. And it was my least favorite arc. It took me forever to get through. I found it super boring. Just couldn't get through it. But no. Okay, so are you still on Twitter? Are you still using Twitter?
I rarely go on.
So today, you might have saw it on the news. I know your mom watches a lot of news, so if you were upstairs, you probably saw it. Florida reported 15,000 new cases today.
It's a lot.
That's the highest single-day record in the States.
That's nuts.
15,000.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the MLS is hosting there too, and I'm pretty sure they got like cases and stuff. So
yeah.
You know.
So we'll talk about the return of sports and how they're going there and how they're crazy. But next up, I got the trend. It's on Twitter. I don't know if it's been on Insta. Unlike you, I don't spend much time on Insta, so you might have seen it, but I didn't. Have you seen the trend in the meme that everything is cake?
Dude,
No?
the only thing I go on Insta for is like I will watch basketball and soccer videos.
So right now, literally everything is cake. So there's videos of like people cutting like what looks like a perfectly normal full can of Campbell's soup right in half, and it's a cake. Or toilet paper, it's a cake. It's all over Twitter right now. And like people are like, we don't know if this is a cake or if this is an actual person. There was like a life-size LeBron they cut and made it into cake.
That's
like,
kind of funny.
It's just it's crazy. No. As well with everything is cake, you got all the. I feel bad for him. You got all the Will Smith memes and the Jada memes.
Yeah. I haven't really paid attention to that, but I know like
she
kind
got
of the gist
into
of what happened.
an entanglement.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? Yeah, so that's basically what's going on Twitter right now and the world. Keemstar is still an idiot. Attacking everyone. No one knows where Doc went. We still... it's got to be something legal. It has to be a legal case.
Yeah, I don't know.
No one's released any statements. Like, Twitch released a very vague statement. He hasn't said anything. I'm willing to bet it's something legal.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he like broke his was planning on breaking his contract or.
Well, that's what the rumor was, that he before Mixer closed.
Because doesn't he have a huge contract with Twitch?
He just signed one.
Oh, true.
So before Mixer closed, Doc signed a brand new contract with Twitch, in which he used Mixer to leverage Twitch into paying him more money. And so when Mixer closed, Twitch is like, hey, Doc's violated all these guidelines. We can pull him and not have to pay him a dime of what we offered him.
Yeah, or he could have negotiated in bad faith knowing Mixer was going under or something like that. So who knows, right?
So there's that. But I just want to know what the fuck's going on.
All speculation right now. Nobody knows anything. So.
No. Next up, we got last night's UFC results. I know you only watched the main event.
Yeah.
My brother and I watched the full card. In the first fight, it was Paige Van Zelt. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. But she got dummied in less than 2 minutes. 2:21. And then the next 4 fights went all the way.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's a long card.
So Rose, I can't pronounce last names, man. Namajunas, I think is her last name, beat Jessica Andrade. That went to decision. That was a really close fight. Peter Yan, this fight didn't go to decision. It ended with 1:30 left in the 5th round. Peter Yan beat the piss out of Jose Aldo.
Yeah.
The last round, ref probably should have stopped the fight about 1.5 minutes in. One thing my brother pointed out is Aldo kept readjusting, and the ref takes that as fighting back.
Mm-hmm.
But you just look at the stain was there the rest of the card. Like, it was just a massive puddle of blood.
Yeah, it boggles my mind that they don't at least try and clean it up
Yeah.
between fights.
Then we got the featherweight co-main event, which destroyed Twitter. And Alexander Volkanovski beat Max Holloway by decision, even though Max Holloway went 4-1. And everyone online gave him 4-1, and the judges said it just wasn't enough.
Well, maybe I don't know. Sometimes it's like judges and the viewers score things very differently.
Yeah, man. But if you watched the fight, even just watching the fight, you knew it was Holloway's fight.
But that's the thing is like he could have been in a good position, but if he's landing more strikes, then he gets more points. I didn't watch the fight, so I don't know. But I'm just saying. And
then the welterweight main event, which people thought Masvidal was going to win by knockout in the first 2 rounds. They were stupid. Masvidal's a good fighter. I'm not going to discredit him. You took this fight on 6 days' notice. You had to cut 4 pounds a day all the way to the fight. You watched that fight. End of each round, Masvidal was so winded. Usman looked like he didn't care.
Usman he was tired, but he just put him up against the fence and had him in the clinch the whole game, which is like, it's a boring way to watch, but he won.
It's how wrestlers win, too.
Yeah. Well, Masvidal had great takedown defense for the most part.
Incredible. And great submission defense when they were on the ground.
Yeah, but he the only way he wins against Usman is fighting him straight up.
Yeah.
And Usman.
And maybe after a 6-month training camp.
Yeah.
You're not taking that fight 6 days on and winning.
Yeah, Usman's too good. He's too big, too strong.
And
he had a full camp in him.
Yeah.
I wanted Masvidal to win because I wanted Conor to come out of retirement and then
to fight Masvidal.
Both of them have thunder in their punches, so I wanted to see someone get starched. But
that was the UFC results. So Zach and I were watching the main event. We were talking, and you said you hate walk-ups because they take too long.
Yeah,
we were talking about how. From the sounds of it, I'm not sure if it was. It sounded like Masvidal walked into Soleil by Kanye West.
I was in the bathroom. I didn't even see.
And my question to you is, what would your walk-up song be?
Oh, I have no idea.
If you had to pick one.
ABBA, Dancing Queen. I don't know.
I think as of right now, there's a song on TikTok that's super popular. It goes like Loud and Heavy Rain.
Oh, that like when it's like the baseball one, where it's like the country comes up to the plate.
That's the song I'd go with to walk in.
I've seen those, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I don't really like country music, but I've enjoyed that song.
I've never listened to the full song. I just see it.
It's literally just the clip. Like that song.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
That's like the whole song.
Oh, really?
I downloaded it, and I'm like, wait, this is literally like the whole song.
That's funny.
There's like 25 other words in the whole song. If really though, what do you think your walk, whether it be in UFC or baseball or even in the NBA?
I don't know. I'd probably go with something like
funny, or would you go see it like Kanye or?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to think about it. I don't know. I'd probably go ABBA, Dancing Fernando or something like that by ABBA.
Jesus Christ. No Meatloaf?
Meatloaf? So, songs are too long.
Yeah, I mean, fucking Usman's walkout was like 19 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair.
The Undertaker walks out in WWE for 37 minutes of his entrance.
Yeah, well, those don't count.
Okay, so I asked you this last night, and why we were talking about The Rock, it's because we saw him hand out the belt for like the baddest motherfucker belt, and we were talking about him at the time, and that's why I asked you.
Yeah.
And that's why I said The Rock. Do you think you could last 2 minutes in the octagon with The Rock? You asked, how long of a training camp do you get? I'll give you 6 months for 2 minutes.
No,
unless a full round for a year.
No, unless I'm 6 months isn't enough time to get myself in shape for a fight. The way I am now, no way.
The Rock's what, 50?
He's also 6'5" and like 250, more than that probably 280 or something like that, of pure muscle.
The Rock is 48. He's meters to feet. 1 point.
You could have just typed in his.
He's 6.4.
6'4",
and he weighs 118 kilograms, which is 260
in pure muscle.
No, yeah, I can't even, there's not an ounce of fat on the Rock.
No, yeah.
So you don't think you could last 2 minutes of a year training?
Well, here's the thing. Are we getting drug tested? Because I think he's winning that. Or he's losing that drug test.
Are we getting drugged? Everything will have to be legal. So anything, you get tested the same way the UFC tests.
I'm still losing either way. 2 minutes? Oh, man. I don't think so.
We'll go in a minute with Brock.
No, you're not. Yeah. He's legit a UFC champion, too.
You know, my brother's like, what criteria do you think that you have that you will last a minute in the octagon with Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
He's like, one punch and there will be a hole in your stomach.
Yeah. He's already got a hole in his stomach.
I'll just, I can do it. I got it. We're good.
There's no way.
Yeah. So I don't, 2 minutes is too long.
Yeah.
That'd be the longest 2 minutes. Well, no, it would probably be the quickest 2 minutes of your life by the time you get knocked out.
He'd just have to charge you, and then you're done. Like, if your whole plan is to stay away for 2 minutes, it's not going to work.
Who, The Rock?
Both of them.
Oh. No, Brock I could beat up.
No way.
No. Okay. So we got to talk about it. Like, it's the biggest thing in sports in forever, I guess. For contracts, at least. Patrick Mahomes signs richest contract in sports history and a $503 million extension.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are it's a risk for both of them. Because if he gets injured, like a severe injury, a lot of that money is guaranteed. On the other hand, he signed for 10 years. So who's to say in 5 years these contracts aren't worth more? 6 years.
No, for sure.
And his contract is a lowball now.
Yeah.
So
that's fair. He is the highest paid single contract athlete.
At the same time, $503 million. $503 million.
He is 24 years old.
Yeah. He's going to have to win at least 2 or 3 Super Bowls. At least 2 more Super Bowls to justify that contract, I think.
You think 2?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Tom Brady contracts.
He was never big. He never got big money.
He signed for $50 million with Tampa.
50 mil?
50 mil, so $25 million a year.
Only 2 years?
Yeah.
I mean, Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league right now. With the best team. Best coach.
I don't know what year this was. Last time Brady signed a contract extension with the Patriots, he only got a $41 million contract extension.
Yeah. I mean, he did what he had to do to win.
I think he is much like I look at players in the NHL, like Sidney Crosby and Malkin, Kane and Taves, who all look at Kane and Taves. They took less, and that team won 3 cups in 5 years. Pittsburgh won 2 cups in 3 years, or they won back to back.
Yeah,
they. It's you got to do what you got to do. What KD in the NBA took a.
He was making nothing. Well, not nothing, but significantly less money for Golden State.
Here's the thing: KC already has their whole team locked down.
Yeah, I know they're great. Yeah, he doesn't need
one. You got
they don't
Kyrie
need to get rid
Hill.
of
You got I can never.
Kelce.
Yeah, I can never pronounce his name.
Travis
Kelsey, whatever. Like, Kelsey is the next Gronk.
Gronk's coming back.
Tyreek Hill's nuts. I believe they still have Sammy Watkins, if I'm not mistaken. No, yeah, he's on Sammy Watkins, who's a first-round draft pick. Stephen A. Smith said Patrick Mahomes did not deserve the money.
Wild. He's the best quarterback in the league right now.
Hands down. That's a huge contract for a QB, though, man.
Well, don't QBs get the most money?
Highest paid NFL players. Let's see. Biggest contracts last year. Why are you just showing me pictures and not facts? Salary ranking. Dak Prescott was making the most. This clearly isn't updated.
Yeah, because this is in a huge contract dispute.
No, he signed. He finally signed.
He did.
But Mahomes isn't in the top 10. He's not in the top 20.
Well, he was on a rookie contract before.
That's when. So this hasn't been updated since Mahomes signed, but Mahomes will by far be the highest paid. Mm-hmm. But it goes Mahomes, Prescott, Wilson, and then there's 4 non-quarterbacks in the top 10, and they're all defensive players.
Yeah, is it guaranteed money? That's the real question. If it's not guaranteed money, it don't mean shit.
Khalil Mack. Yeah, guaranteed $60 million.
Solid.
And he makes $26 million a year. Von Miller, is guaranteed. He's guaranteed $70 million. Shut up, Ellie.
Whoa! Don't talk about my dog like that.
Aaron Donald is guaranteed $86 million. Yeah, they're all guaranteed. And Fletcher Cox is guaranteed $63 million. But no, here's the thing. What would you do for $503 million?
I don't know.
Is there anything you wouldn't do for $503 million?
Yeah.
Like what?
Murder. There's a lot of things I wouldn't do for money.
If they gave you $503 million to press a button and random people around the world died, would you do it?
Probably not.
$503 million.
Yeah, and you murder 10 people.
Yeah, those 10 people could be bad. They could be good. They could be children. They could be... Who cares?
Yeah, it could be children, exactly.
Have you ever seen that or that TikTok? You probably have. So many people have done it, where it's like Jigsaw, and it's like, we have rigged 2 different explosives. You have the trigger. One is on your testicles. One is on a bus filled with kids. No. And the guy just spams the trigger for the kids bus, and Jigsaw stops. He goes, and the guy goes, "Is there another trigger? Do I need to? What is going on here?"
Jesus.
Yeah. No, I could live with that. I could hit the button.
That's crazy.
$503 million, man.
I don't need that much money.
Yeah, but like, you have it. Like, it's just so.
I'd be fine with a normal amount of money, having known I never killed anyone, rather than that much money and killing people.
Yeah, until you get like a car crash and kill 9 people.
Okay.
And then you're like, then you're like, damn, I wish I hit that button. Yes.
Could still get into a car crash even if I had money.
No, that wouldn't be you though. You'd have a driver.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So while we're on the topic of sports, we'll talk about the returns in the What?
The topic of sports.
We'll talk about the return of the NHL, the NBA, and the MLS. We'll start with the NBA and the MLS, who, like you mentioned, are both doing the stupidest fucking thing in the world. and coming back in Florida.
Yeah.
I understand Disney offered and everything, but I'm also willing to bet that they could have done it in Canada in a much safer place. They could have done it in Europe in a much safer place. People would have taken these leagues easily for the money they'd be able to make easily.
Well, they would have to. They couldn't. They probably couldn't do Europe. They don't have the facilities for a basketball.
Yeah, so they could do it in Canada though.
They'd have to do it in Toronto.
Yeah, but still.
But if the NHL's coming back in Toronto too,
Yeah, but yes and no.
they just should have done it. They should have done it somewhere else, just not Florida. They could have done it in like Oklahoma City or something like that.
Yeah,
it's just where are you going to house all the players? That's the problem.
Yeah.
And keep where they're relatively in a bubble.
Right. Well, did you see that reports are coming out that at the end of each night, because Disney's reopening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's insane to me.
End of each night, the NBA players and their family are allowed to use the park together.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you made this bubble, but you're going to let them ride rides where people were on. You're going to let them... There's no way you're going to desanitize the whole park before they come in. That'd take hours. Like...
They're going to have to... They'll probably make them wear masks and sanitize themselves and stuff like that, but...
Who was it you sent me that said they were already done with the daily tests?
I don't know.
Yeah. But I watched before one of the fights last night. They tested people and they showed it. That thing goes right up your nose.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's
Fuck that. No, but what was it? You were saying to me the other day that both the MLS and the NBA are opening in
Florida.
In Florida, and the only people ever getting shit about this is the NBA.
The NBA and the NFL are the only ones catching flack, and the MLS just seem to like come back with no one saying a word.
Yeah. The
NHL's barely getting any hate either, but they're opening up in Canada, so it's not bad. But
and they release the hotels and everything. Where's Hotel X in Toronto?
I don't know.
Yeah, Hotel X and then Lakefront.
Is that the actual? Okay.
Yeah, because I'm assuming it's actually called Hotel X because they gave the name of the other three.
True. Yeah, probably.
So I don't see why they wouldn't. I know where Lakeview is because that's where we were gonna go stalk WWE wrestlers when we were there, try and get autographs. But
that's so weird.
No, that's why we didn't go because like we watch I've seen all the documentaries and stuff where they're like, yeah, we hate when people show up to our hotels and stuff. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. Just let them.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, but the NHL, like, no one sent a word. The NHL, The NHL has a game scheduled from August 1st on every day. The schedule's out. Boston plays on the 2nd, which I'm hyped for.
And the NHL doesn't really have first take, the jump, all that shit breathing down their necks every freaking day.
No, and fuck the panel. The panel can't even meet because of Canada's guidelines so far. So they're all doing it from their house. I'm very interested to see who's going to broadcast everything, as there's going to be 5 to 6 games a day.
I'm sure TSN, CBC, they'll get all the contracts.
So the thing is, Sportsnet and Rogers owns all hockey rights in Toronto. So is Sportsnet just going to try and show every game?
They could. I mean, they've got they have like what, 5 channels or something like that?
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's ever going to be games overlapping each other. I believe everything's spread out so that who was it?
I'm sure there'll be games at the same time.
Elliot Friedman. No, they said they want it. They're planning on having it so no one's playing at the same time.
Oh shit.
So it will go 12 o'clock.
Wait, is it all in Toronto or is it Toronto and Edmonton?
Toronto and Edmonton. I can throw this. I'll throw the link in the description to Elliot Friedman's thing. The schedule's out. So the first day of hockey, we'll see the Rangers play the Rangers and the Hurricane series will start. The Islanders and the Panthers will start. The Habs and the Canadiens. The Blackhawks and Oilers will be good. And
Yeah.
Calgary and Winnipeg will also be really good. Then,
Is it just going right into series? Or it's a play down, right?
So what's happening is
I haven't paid attention to the NHL that much.
So the top 4 teams in each division or each conference are playing each other. So in the East, the top 4 teams were Boston, Philadelphia, Washington, and Tampa. So day 2, Boston plays Philly. Day 3, Washington plays Tampa. Day 5, Boston plays Tampa, and Washington plays Philly. And then day 8, Boston plays the Caps, and the Lightning play the Flyers. And that's in the East. In the West, it's St. Louis, Colorado, Dallas, and Vegas.
Sure.
So the round-robin rounds are to determine who plays who in the next round. So seeding. So every Leaf fan in the fucking world's terrified that Toronto will play Boston. But if Boston doesn't place first, they won't play the winner of Toronto.
It's a weird system, but
it's a very weird system because say Montreal wins and Boston comes first, and Boston doesn't play Toronto either.
Oh, really?
Because Boston would play the last place team, which will be Montreal. So who knows? And I'm really excited for it, though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I mean, we'll have went from having no sports to having five basketball games a day and 5 hockey games a day.
Yeah.
So
the Premier League is going crazy right now. Game every other day.
Yeah. I'm also wondering, what's going to get prioritized?
I'm sure here it'll be hockey.
Who's going to show basketball here? Who's going to get the rights?
There's a Basketball Canada channel, and there's TSN probably has them too, since they carry First Take and everything.
TSN can't send people to the States.
Oh, I'm sure there's
I don't know. That's what I'm just thinking. You can't send people to the States for the games.
Oh, I'm sure they'll just broadcast whatever
ESPN
they have. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, switching over to video games, though. Today saw the trailer release. I know you don't really watch trailers, but you know all 3 games. Assassin's Creed, the new one, was shown. This one's based in Vikings. So it's
true. The last one was cool.
Egypt,
Odyssey?
right? Odyssey, yeah.
Odyssey. It was Greek.
It was Egypt, I thought.
I don't know. I just watched Brandon play it, but it looked cool.
It was Egypt. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so it's all Vikings. The new Watch Dogs game, Watch Dogs Legion, and Far Cry 6.
I played Far Cry. I think it's Far Cry 5.
Is that the Super American one?
The one where he's like a cult leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 5.
That one. Yeah.
So 6 comes out. The poster to 6 looks really sinister. It looks like a Pablo Escobar type guy in front of a child. Man, and it says, "Welcome to Paradise."
The cult one was nuts.
I wanted to play 5. I just never picked it up.
It was nuts. I played it on my brother had it, so I played it.
I didn't like Primal.
That's the only one I played.
Primal?
No, 5.
Oh, 5.
The only Far Cry I've played.
Yeah. But have you do you have any interest in any of the 3?
If Far Cry is good, I'll check it out. I haven't played an Assassin's Creed game in so long.
The last Assassin's Creed game I played was, I believe it was Unity, and it was supposed to be all online, and I got it for free. Because, do you remember Future Shop?
Yes, I remember Future Shop. The GOAT.
About a month before Future Shop went out of business, they did this thing where they would take any PS3 games. It could be any of them, used or new, and they will trade them in for 4 different PS4 games.
Oh, true.
So we went to.
That's nuts.
We went to what was called the basement here, which was a used video game store. Bought 4 $1 games, walked in and traded them in Future Shop. We got Assassin's Creed Unity, COD Ghosts, and 2 racing games. And all for PS4 for free. It cost $4.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So, but Unity sucked. It was awful. Oh, Laura?
It's calling me. Yeah.
Tell her you'll call her later.
I'm about to text her.
Are you trying to find Unity?
No, I'm trying to figure out which one the last one I played was.
Do you know what it was about? Like, was it Black Flag?
I think it was Revelations.
What was that? ACUF.
It's the one where like
What'd you play? Oh, it got a 9 out of 10 and won best game of the year.
yeah, it was good. It's the one where you're Ezio and you're like
Oh, this was in 2011.
it's like you like fall into a coma. You're like
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
You're like Desmond Miles and stuff.
Yeah. You play as like a bunch of them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the last one I played, which was
it didn't come out on the 1.
No, it's 360, I think.
But it came out on the 4 and not the PS3. That's weird. That's really weird. No, I think Valhalla will be cool. I always get my hopes up for AC games. I buy them and then I don't like them. And Unity was the last one I did that for.
I'm not a huge fan of the series, but
everyone said Black Flag was incredible. But no, we'll see. We'll see the reviews. I had a lot of hype going into Watch Dogs, the first one, because of E3. And then when gameplay came out, it was nothing like the E3. So I never bought it. But
true.
You know what it's about? It's like hacking and stuff.
Yeah. I've seen like the
So while we're talking about video games, this is one question I saw on Twitter that I actually almost text you right away, and then I'm like, I'll make a good discussion point. If you could go back and play one video game for the first time, what would it be?
One video game for the first time.
No memory of it, nothing.
Maybe Halo Reach.
Really?
Or Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild would be sick to play for the first time again. I don't know. Never play Majora's Mask again. I could go back in time. That game pissed me off. Yeah, maybe Reach. That. Breath of the Wild. Maybe Fable. Fable 1.
The first Fable?
Yeah.
I thought 3 was your favorite.
I love 3, but 1 is the best.
Can you not play 1 on Game Pass?
They're all on Game Pass.
Oh, when you were texting me, you were only playing 3.
Yeah, because I already finished 1 and 2.
Oh, fucking loser. I think if I'm going like an FPS like you went Halo, I'm going Black Ops 1, just because that storyline of the numbers and everything is nuts. And all the like.
Oh, I changed my mind. Strikers, Mario Strikers. Actually, no, because I can still play that and have fun. But man,
great game. But I'm thinking for another if I'm going to a Nintendo game, it's for sure got to be Mario Sunshine.
Great game.
One of the best Mario games ever made.
Not my favorite, but one of the best games. Yeah, for sure.
And that would be that. Or if I'm going like you went Fable, it's got to be Dark Souls, man. But Dark Souls 2.
No, I don't want to play Dark Souls for the first time ever again.
Oh, I do. I could play. If I got amnesia, and they're like, "Here, play this," I would love to do it.
The thing is, a lot of the games I said I still thoroughly enjoy, even.
I enjoy all of them.
Yeah, so I don't know.
The first time would just be the pure bliss. Man, you know what another one would be? Pokemon Fire Red.
Dude, for sure. Leaf Green and Fire Red were the best. Was one of the best series.
So when growing up for Christmas, we always got to open one gift the night before.
So it was ours, but it was always pajamas.
It was usually always pajamas, but the one year our parents let us pick which gift under the tree it was, and I picked the smallest one. and it was the fucking
The smallest one's always the best.
Yeah, it was the original Game Boy box that was like this big, that only held the cartridge, but it was like this big.
Yeah.
And it was fire red, and I stayed up all night. And the amount of times I had to dive under my pillow because my parents would come in because they'd think I was up playing fire red that I opened the night before.
Oh, dude, I used to do that all the time. Game Boy, always under your pillow. Always.
But there's no light. It was so dark.
Oh, this is like when
Yeah.
not the Advance SP.
Well, I might have had the SP.
I'm pretty sure the
It was
leaf
still
spring
pretty
was
dark.
on the SP.
It was still pretty dark though. It wasn't.
Yeah. I remember you could get like those cases though that would have like the light.
Well, and then the fucking DS revolutionized everything when you could put the Game Boy Advance games in the DS.
Yeah. I never owned a DS until like way later on. I used to play my Advance SP forever.
Really? I still have my Advance SP somewhere.
So do I, but the charger doesn't work. Mine was blue.
I need a charger. No, mine was gray.
Oh. Lame.
Yeah. So I asked you about video game. How about movie? What would be a movie you go back and watch for the first time?
Oh man. So many choices. Maybe Good Will Hunting.
Really?
I love that movie. That's one of my favorite movies. I really liked Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Never heard of it.
It's like not the greatest movie, but for some reason the first time I watched it, I loved it. So I don't know.
What about This Is the End?
Oh, love that movie. I've seen it a billion times, but I don't know. Like if I were to rewatch it for the first time, what if I didn't love it the same way I love it now?
Trash movie.
No, it's amazing.
I think I'm going for that one. I'm going The Dark Knight. Dark Knight's just
the first one?
The first one.
I thought you didn't like the first one.
No, I didn't like Batman Begins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, The Dark Knight.
I was just thinking the series, like the trilogy.
No. I had watched The Dark Knight. Either that or I'm not really into like those like I got the Wolf of Wall Street poster behind me. I like The Big Short. Like
those are good. Those wouldn't be.
But they wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't be when I go back and.
The Notebook. That's
maybe Infinity War too.
No, I thought Infinity War is great, but I don't care enough. I haven't rewatched it since, and I don't care enough.
Infinity War is the best Marvel movie ever released. Don't at me. And anyone who says Endgame is dumb. The movie sucked.
It was bad. I just poisoned you. That's all.
Yeah, Zach's to blame for me hating it. You owe me money for those tickets now. For ruining it.
I didn't even want to go.
And finally, for the same question, and I know what your answer is. I think I know what your answer is going to be here. Relive one sporting event. Would it be the Kawhi shot?
That was nuts. I went crazy. One sporting event. No, you know what it would be?
What?
Jordan Eberle's goal in the World Junior Championships against Russia.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I went crazy. I was like, what? How old were we? Like,
yeah, we were young.
11?
Yeah.
12?
You take that over Crosby's golden goal.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see the golden goal?
I was in a game as the game was happening. I was playing
How
hockey.
is that legal? How is that legal in Canada?
I was on the bench, and the whole arena just started going crazy.
How is that legal?
People were watching the TVs and stuff like that. And then my coach checked his phone. He's like, we won. And then I had to watch it afterwards. But we were in a game.
How is that legal in Canada that you were playing a hockey game during the gold medal game between Canada and the U.S.?
That's crazy.
The golden goal.
So maybe I'd go back and see.
Yeah. I was gonna say if you could, because mine's gonna be Bruins winning the cup in 2011. Because I chose to go to camp for my grade 8 trip instead of staying home and watching the Bruins win the cup.
Jeez.
Or I'd rewatch the Bruins come back against the Leafs without anyone else in the house.
Bruins come back against the Leafs? Yeah. Man, I remember my dad watching that, and he was going crazy.
Yeah. Justin got disowned that night because he told his dad they were going to come back.
Man, the Italy shootout World Cup winner was pretty
In
intense.
06. Yeah. I was cheering for Germany that year.
Aren't you Italian?
Yep. And the only reason I was cheering for Germany was because
Didn't even make the finals.
nope, but it was because we were in grade 2, and everyone in the class got a different country in the world.
And
we
you
were,
got Germany?
and I got Germany, and we were told we had to do, for the whole year, we were all about our one country. So when the World Cup came, they're like, you got to cheer for your country. My grandparents were furious that I was cheering for Germany. And all my family's like, why are you cheering for Germany? Because I got Germany in school. Leave me alone.
That Zidane headbutt was nutty.
Yeah.
It sucks that, like, in North America, like here, that's all he'll be remembered for.
Yeah.
But he's one of the best players of all time.
Okay. When we were talking about pushing that button, I kind of got a sense of your answer for this, but this doesn't have to do with murder, but has to do with disassociating yourself from your family. You were offered $100 million over 10 years.
No, I wouldn't do it.
But you can't talk to your family or friends again. Would you take it?
I can't talk to them for the 10 years?
No.
Like, ever again?
No. They won't talk to you after you take the money.
No, then no, I'm not doing that.
No? See,
I know you would.
No, man. It's not the family aspect that would get me. It would be the friends.
Oh, family and friends. That's true.
Yeah.
You could make new friends.
It's not the same, though, man.
You don't have very many now anyways.
But the ones I have now, I enjoy. Like, your dog is my favorite person in the world.
You told her to shut up, like...
Yeah, because she was barking like an idiot.
I don't know what she was barking at, but...
Exactly.
She's not... I don't know where she is, but...
Hey, I was at your house when you took a full slice of pizza out of her mouth. You can never talk to me again about that.
Well, listen, if she had asked for it nicely, she could have had it, but she took it off the table.
No, she deserved that pizza. No. So you're saying flat out no?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, what if it went up to $200 million?
No, I wouldn't do it.
No money. No money.
No.
Really?
I'm not that big on money.
That's fair.
As long as I'm stable.
That's fair. Okay. Next up, we got, if you could be or have as a pet. So first we'll go be, then have as a pet, because there'll be two different answers. If you could be any mythological creature, what would you be?
Mythological creature.
So we'll take this as, it can be movies, TV shows, any creature that isn't really real. So Godzilla or the Loch Ness Monster or King Kong.
Maybe I'd be a griffin.
That's the answer Hassan Minaj gave.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a griffin. You're going griffin?
Griffin or maybe like a phoenix.
Ooh.
Phoenix would be cool.
But
you could never die. That's what it's like. Well, I guess being reborn and dying, it's like kind of different. Yeah, I'd be a phoenix. Because like you're being reborn. So like you're a whole new phoenix.
As a phoenix rises from the ashes.
Yeah. You're like a whole new phoenix, so it's different. Yeah, I'd probably be a phoenix.
I would be a centaur.
No, that's so lame.
Nah.
I don't want to have the body of a horse.
That's
so weird.
Percy Jackson got me into loving centaurs.
Yeah, the centaurs in Harry Potter are pretty cool too.
Yeah, especially the books.
Frenzy?
Yeah. You only know him in the books, though.
Yeah.
So.
No, he's in the movie.
He's in a scene.
Yeah, he like saves Harry. Yeah.
Yeah, but you get to really know.
He's so much more important in the book.
Yeah, when he becomes a divination teacher.
Yeah, it's crazy that he's only in the.
Yeah, the one scene.
In the
okay, so what would you take as your pet then? Would you also take a phoenix?
No, I don't want that fireball flying around my head. A dragon.
Really? After watching Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty, yeah.
A dragon?
Well, not one of those dragons. I just want like a little. Oh, maybe I'd get like a freaking megalodon as a pet, and he's only nice to me, and then like I'll feed people to him if they piss me off. I'd feed.
Okay,
people.
Here's my thing.
No, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that.
You hate water.
I don't hate water.
You hate open water. Sorry.
Yeah, open water. I hate like the ocean.
So
I don't
and
hate it. I'm just scared of it.
that's where your Meg's gonna have to live.
No, it's a big pool. Big pool.
So you're gonna be one of those people who hold animals captive, like Marine Land.
I'll have a moat.
You'll have that's still holding it captive.
No, I don't want to. I don't want a megalodon anyways. I'd have no use for it. Maybe like I don't know. As a pet, what would you go?
Pet? Oh,
Yeah.
See, I would take. It wouldn't be a pet. I'm trying. My first thought was maybe a free house elf, so one that's freed but decided to stay and help anyways.
You don't want a slave, eh?
No, I don't want a slave. No, I don't.
I don't know. Maybe I'd go like Cerberus or something like that. Just
Big
a dope
doggo.
dog. Big doggo.
Yeah, I would go a hellhound like in Percy Jackson. Nico has what's her name? What's the name of the hellhound in Percy Jackson? Why can't I remember that? Lady? Hellhound Percy Jackson. Miss O'Leary. That's her name.
True.
And the
I
bigger,
feel like there's definitely like some super cool ones, obviously, that we're missing, but
let's look up mythological creatures. A Hydra.
no, those are scary, dude. I don't want those.
The Boogeyman, a vampire, a Banshee, Chimera.
All these are so scary.
A unicorn.
Oh, unicorn would be dope.
I would have a basilisk just to scare the shit out of you with it.
No, not.
You know what? I'm gonna go a phoenix.
Or a manticore.
I'm going phoenix.
As a pet? I don't want one as a pet. I don't want a bird as a pet. That's my
Yeah,
thing.
I'm going phoenix.
Maybe I'd go minotaur. That'd be cool.
A minotaur. The thing's gonna be quadruple your size.
Yeah, and it's my bodyguard.
Yeah, until it goes crazy when it sees someone wearing red.
It's my pet. Okay, that's a urban legend. The bull seeing red thing. It was disproved on MythBusters.
Oh
no, that was China with bull in a China. No, it was both, I think.
Bulls and red.
I take Bigfoot, dude, as my pet.
Bigfoot? Are you looking at mythological creatures?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at that same list. It says it was myth busted.
Yeah.
So
I told you.
No. So I'm going a phoenix.
Yeah, I don't want a bird. That's my thing. I'll probably take a minotaur or like something like that, or a dragon. A dragon's kind of a bird, but like they're cooler. So I don't know.
Okay, and so here this has very little. I mean, not little.
I clicked on a video somehow.
This doesn't have little to do with you, but because you're involved in the channel and everything, but you won't be the one getting it. If we hit 5,000 subs on the channel by December 31st, I will get a tattoo of my channel logo and name right on my arm. If we can hit,
you're gonna get Bobathan on your arm
with the logo. I'll go YT.
How big?
Across here, across my forearm.
Jeez.
Go YT at Bobathan with the logo and a YouTube play button.
I think you just go Bobathan with the logo. I don't think you need to do the YT and at Bobathan. Just put Bobathan in your logo.
I can just put Bobathan in the YouTube play button.
Yeah.
My logo's very detailed.
Yeah, but I think that's what would make it at least cooler.
That's fair. I can do that. Do you have anything you want to talk about while we're here?
No.
No.
Besides, actually, there was a crazy game today in the Premier League, Bournemouth versus Leicester. I know you don't care, but...
So he has nothing to talk about. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, man. If any of your fans watch Premier League, that Chelsea blew it yesterday.
Chelsea's
played horrible, but it's okay because Leicester lost 4-1 to like the third last team today. So we're still in a Champions League spot. That's all I have to say.
So
Anyone's a Leicester fan?
he just spoke French to me.
That's an English Premier League.
Yeah, but I understand it like I understand French.
True.
Not at all. Even though as a Canadian, we should. Took what? Not 5 years of French. Can't tell you a single. I can say my name. Bonjour, je m'appelle Tanner.
Library. Come on.
La biblioteca.
Bang. Est-ce que je peux aller aux toilettes?
That. Est-ce que je peux aller voir de l'eau? I can do the alphabet and I can count to 100.
I can conjugate.
I can't.
Something. J to A. Well,
so you just learned the extent of French that Zach and I know. Even though we both went to school where we were taught. Were you grade 4 and up?
Yeah.
Well, now it's grade 1, so maybe.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So
my brother started in grade 4. When did they introduce that?
Emory is going into grade 5, so about 5 years ago.
Okay. Max going into grade 9.
Yeah, roughly.
He didn't start
in grade 4. That's 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So no, man, Max going into grade 9. That's crazy.
They also got rid of the streams, like applied and academic.
But is that only for grade 9?
I think it's 9 and onwards. I think there's still university and college streams.
Okay.
I just think there's no applied academic, which makes sense because
So here's my thing though. I'm not going to say the classes were easier, but they were. Applied classes were not as difficult as.
Well, here's the thing: is basically you're putting so much power in your grade 8 teacher's hands. Because your grade 8 teacher decides if you go into applied or recommends if you go into applied or academic. And at 14 years old, you're going to tell a kid that he can't go to university.
Yeah.
So it's and then if you decide you want to go into university,
you're fucked
you can't get into your university classes because you need the academic.
But here's my thing. So that's going to destroy teaching jobs, though.
Not really.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Not really. If you in high school, you still have to be, your primary thing has to be math to teach math. Your primary thing has to be
but here's my thing. So you're going from 2 math classes to 1. You're going from 2 English classes to 1.
I think they'll still have more class. They'll still have the same amount of classes because there'll still be the same amount of students.
Yeah, but you can put more, the Ford government wanted to make bigger classes anyways.
Yeah, but I think there's still the same amount of students with the same amount of classes.
Yeah, maybe. You're probably right. The way I view it is,
it's just you're not boxing students.
Yeah.
Right
and I 100% agree with that. I was told in grade 10 to never take science again. And they're like, why didn't you listen and take applied science and applied math and take just academic English and history? And I'm like, because I can't go to university that way. I knew I wasn't gonna. No, I got fucked because of that. Because I took mixed math in grade 11, and that fucked me for university.
You don't need math to go to university, though.
No, but I needed the university credit that I.
Yeah, but you could take a different university class.
But they didn't tell me that, so I was 1 credit short. So.
Because I didn't take math or science in grade 12.
No, me neither.
No. And I was fine.
I took mixed.
Positive of going to a Catholic high school. You can take university religion, and it's the easiest class in the world. Easy 90.
Jesus Christ. No, my grade 12 English class was an easy 90. I finished with a 94, 95.
Really? My grade 12 English class was probably my hardest class.
Really?
I took it pretty seriously.
Oh, no, we had the best teacher. He didn't take it seriously, and...
Well, that's not a good teacher.
No, he didn't take it he taught differently than other teachers.
Our teacher was fair, but a lot of kids they'd get a bad mark and they'd cry. They're like, I can't go to university now, and it's like, yo, do better then.
So The one thing that the DSBN integrated into English was called the Passion Project. So in
Okay.
grade 12 English, you had to do your whole semester was based off your passion project as your final, and there was no exam. This was your final assignment and everything.
So like a CPT, kind of like a cumulative project.
Yeah. So it was all about what you were passionate for and what you wanted to go like. And if you didn't do well on that, and your passion was like, I did law. I did law for mine. You had to find a book relating to the law. I read A Time to Kill, and you had to explain why you want to be a lawyer or whatever. And if you picked the passion that you were going to school for, and they didn't agree with it, they would then send you to the guidance office. So say you took it first semester and you hadn't applied yet, they'd be like, hey, look, don't apply for that anymore.
Jeez.
So mine was on law, so it was super easy. I read the book in like 2 days. I finished my project at like the beginning of the year. I interviewed a lawyer, everything. So the rest of the semester was a breeze because I had already read Hamlet. I had already taken grade 12 English, but I had issues with the teacher, so I dropped the class. And so I'd already read Hamlet, and we did a Hamlet Game of Thrones comparative. Because season 2 of Game of
What school did you go to?
Hamlet and
Passion Projects Game of Thrones comparatives. Like, what school is this?
Hamlet and season 2 of Game of Thrones are very similar. Like they follow like the same arc. And so he got permission to do it, and I was the one who was told to go through all the episodes because I've already seen it.
Yeah.
He's like, can you go through all of season 2 and find me the timestamps for all the nude scenes so I can cut them out? So that's what I did.
That's funny.
Yeah, but
we did like our English class was just standard English. We read The Wars, Fifth Business, and King Lear.
You.
Actually, The Wars and Fifth Business were pretty good books, but
Time to Kill is a really good book.
And then, but King Lear is not my favorite of the Shakespeare plays.
Shakespeare is awful in general.
No, Macbeth is sick.
No,
Macbeth is sick.
Honestly, I haven't read Macbeth, so
Macbeth is short, but it's sick.
Shakespeare's just so boring. Never had an interest.
I think if it was like easier to read.
The reading comprehension isn't the issue.
I think the stories are pretty cool. Besides Romeo and Juliet, that one's trash.
Such a dumb story.
Just a bunch of misunderstandings.
Well, my favorite is, I want love like Romeo and Juliet. Fucks, they killed themselves over misunderstandings.
And they also only knew each other for like a freaking couple weeks.
Yeah, like if you want to be dead, in a graveyard next to some guy you knew for 2 weeks, there's cemeteries here.
Oof.
Like fuck.
A little morbid.
Whatever. No, but other than that, you have any other points?
No. I think
okay, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment down below on any of the topics we discussed today. Any guests you want to see on this? I think next week we'll try and get Sneakle out for this. Ask him a few of the questions we discuss. Hopefully Zach does more this week so he can actually talk about something other than playing FIFA. But who knows?
You're a podcast fan. I'm just
no. It can't be 2 big guys without the second big guy. You dumb fuck.
Jesus.
So,
then I want half to ad revenue for the whole channel.
You get it's 75-25 for the podcast alone. In which I will send you the.
How does 75? Okay, fine. I don't know how that works out for you, but 75 me, right?
No. I'll send you 2 cents from the 4 cents last week's podcast. I can't even e-transfer you 2 cents. I'll buy you a fucking sandwich from Chick-fil-A.
Deal.
But no wings.
No, what? You owe me so many wings. You owe me like 4 pounds. What is it, 3 or 4 pounds?
We hadn't decided. We were.
It's a lot. That's all I know. It's a lot of wings.
All you can eat. Sounds great.
No. Actually, I could freaking rack up a tab on that too.
Yeah. No, but like I said, comment down below who you want to see on the podcast. You can tell Zach that he needs to do more than play just FIFA, or you can challenge him to a FIFA game for all I care. I don't know if he's any good. I'm not. I hope you guys enjoyed.
No one is good at FIFA.
If so, please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.